From the CUTV headquarters in the heart of the Natali Student Center at Cal U, it's After Hours, featuring Brett Dice, Mike Mays, Cheyenne White, Danny Beck, and Anthony D'Agostino, with your host, Stephen Ruffing, directed by Ryan Kaufman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Ruffing!
Good evening, folks. I'm Stephen Ruffing, and this is After Hours. I'm your host, and today I am joined by CUTV's own sports geniuses, Daniel Beck and Anthony D'Agostino. And we haven't talked about sports in a while on After Hours, so why not bring it back, right?
Yeah, it's rather upsetting that we can't talk about it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, what a shame. It's a big month in college basketball, of course. If you don't know, you probably live under a rock. But we have the March Madness, and we're going to talk a little about that. We like to do a little bracket tournament of our own down at CUTV. So we have our own brackets, and before we start, actually have some conditions of talking about the March Madness. You're not allowed to say basketball, upset Kansas, Final Four tournament bracket, and March Madness. So let's talk about some college b-ball.
Wait,
as the
can
kids like
you
to
put it
say.
like right here
Yeah,
so I
sure.
don't say it?
Here,
All right.
here,
All right.
tossing the rock.
Can I try?
you know?
Can I try it out first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. In the tourney this year, there was a lot of teams that I thought would just destroy in the tournament or in the tourney. This is hard. This is really hard. And one team that I just want to put out there is this Indiana team because I was going to talk about my winner, which is the Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
I like that.
I was going to talk about them. However, I saw this Indiana Kentucky game, and it just blew my mind. We were all together watching it, and I remember I was just on my knees like this far away from the TV.
What game was that? Indiana
and Kentucky, and Indiana actually beat Kentucky in that game.
Where were you guys at? Why wasn't I?
You were there. We were at Ryan's house. It was absolutely insane. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then
that's right.
There's also this Virginia team. Crazy. Absolutely insane. But I'll pass it over to you now. You can try this.
Now pass Anthony D'Agostino the rock.
Yeah, it's hard.
Well, to go off what he was saying, University of Virginia took on what I thought should have been Michigan State, but no, Middle Tennessee decided to pull the victory out, the 15 seed being the 2 seed. Very unlikely that it happened, and it did happen.
I'm going to stop. What's it called when the better team beats the non-better team?
They got the best of them.
Yeah,
They
got
really
the best
did.
of them.
They really did get the best of them.
All right.
Well, it's really hard not to talk with you about what Stephen told us not to talk about. So we're going to move on.
You can talk about it. Just find some like synonyms or something. Like instead of basketball, The Rock. Like, you know.
The Rock is good.
Not the actor, but.
No, that's
Dwayne,
that's a
Dwayne
different
Johnson is
Dwayne
not
Johnson.
here. He's not here.
Well, their entire bracket got busted rather soon as
Bracket.
You
You're
got-
not
I
allowed
got
to say
bracket.
bracket.
He got the bestie on that one.
Yeah, it's little conditions that I have.
you know what? This is what I have to say
Hey,
about his
guy,
conditions.
I worked hard on that.
So I'm going to say what I wanted to say. And the bracket got busted rather early with upsets from Michigan State losing to Middle Tennessee and Kansas losing early to Villanova. It wasn't early, but it was in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, it was huge. I guess I'm going to go off his conditions now since I can say whatever. Kansas,
This is a mutiny.
it's ridiculous. I thought Perry Ellis, who's the seasoned veteran on this team,
Oh, my favorite player.
and Wayne Selden Jr., he's bound to be in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
He declared for the NBA draft, and I just think all of these players just going into the NBA early is ridiculous. I don't know if you guys know Ben Simmons. He's an LSU player. He's a freshman, by the way.
I think you're thinking of Ron Simmons.
Nope, I'm definitely thinking of Ben Simmons. And he declared for the draft. He didn't make any major tournament. I believe they were not in the NIT. They might have been in the NIT.
LSU this year?
Yes.
No, they decided not to do it.
Okay. Therefore,
How do they just decide not to do
well,
that?
I think it's an
invitational
invitational.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just like in the beginning of the season, how you can go to there was a kind of like a tournament challenge thing in Japan. You're invited to that, so you can choose whether or not to be in that.
Who wouldn't want to go to Japan
exactly,
for a basketball
Well, they
exactly.
didn't
tournament?
want it was probably a good thing that it got canceled because someone almost got hurt because it was so humid.
Yeah.
The floor got
Oh,
wet.
that's right.
It was
Yeah,
the
I
Pitt
forgot
was
about
playing
that.
there.
Pitt was there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it
Pitt
was
was
bad.
it.
Bad experience.
I just think it's ridiculous how these young players just, at least a freshman. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a junior, if you've had experience, he didn't even get to experience the tournament.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing in developing young players. And he didn't even get to experience that. And I don't think that he's going to be NBA ready because of that. That level of play that he can basically take part in, I don't think he has that X factor, and I don't think he's going to make that big of an impact in the NBA.
These guys know what they're talking about. Know what they're talking
Trying.
about
Well,
for
Danny,
some college b-ball.
what is your take on this North Carolina team? They were ranked 1, but a lot of people didn't think they would get this far.
Yeah, that was kind of my that number 1 seed, and also Oregon. I mean, Oregon just came out of nowhere. Now, granted, I see that Oregon has the same record in the regular season as North Carolina, but the teams that Oregon played in the Pac-12 were a lot less competitive than the teams in the ACC. And I mean, you see Duke lost, that's really no surprise.
This season,
to be
no.
honest, no, even in the past, they haven't been very good in the tournament. And
Except for last year when they won it all.
100%.
but I'm just saying, like in the past, I mean, you see they lost to Lehigh.
Yeah.
See these teams that they're not that good. You see the team that they had last year. I mean, Jaleel Okafor. There's names that just slip my memory that I can't even really mention. But it's crazy to even talk about this Duke team losing in the tournament so early on. But I do think that UNC could have a chance. We'll see. We'll wait and see what happens.
Well, they're playing Syracuse, which pulled the upset on Virginia.
Yeah.
And I was really hoping for Virginia. I'm a big fan of Virginia. Go there all the time for vacation. And
My brother lives
I
in
was
Virginia.
very surprised that
Yeah.
Virginia did not pull this away.
Well, Brogdon, much like what Brogdon's on Virginia, but just like Kentucky with Tyler Ulis, like he dropped the ball and Brogdon technically dropped the ball since they lost. But I just think it's crazy. All these teams, it's just an upset-riddled bracket this year, all over the board, starting with Michigan State. I think it's crazy.
Well, we're out. We had Kansas winning. Who do you think is going to win first? Steve picked Oklahoma.
Yep.
I think Oklahoma has got a good shot. Buddy Hield wants it.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
he does.
He has the Black
That's why I
Mamba on
picked
his
them.
side. He has the Black Mamba on his side. He credited
He has
his
the what on his side?
Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. He was at the game. He credited all of his 37 points that he played, that Oklahoma played against Oregon that game. He's credited all those points to just the greatness of Kobe Bryant's
I
presence
mean,
being there.
if your name's Buddy, you gotta win. I mean, that's
Exactly.
just an
You have
amazing
to.
name.
You have to.
Buddy and Guy.
Exactly.
But are you guys good?
I can talk forever
guys-
about this stuff.
Any last words?
I think the Final Four's coming. And
Well, the Final Four is already
Final
out.
Four's already happened. My bad. The championship games are coming April 2nd and April 4th on TBS. Tune in, watch that.
You better believe we'll be watching that. But thanks, guys, again. They know what they're talking about. They did a really good job. I enjoyed listening to your little sports bit. So stick with us. We're going to run to commercial, so we'll be right back here when we get back on After Hours.
Cal U's 6 on-campus residence halls and Vulcan Village's garden-style apartment complex, University Housing offers the very best value in service, convenience, privacy, and security. On-campus students will have easy access to classrooms, the newly renovated Natali Student Center, and a variety of activities across campus. University Housing Properties includes all utilities, Other common amenities to all properties are fully furnished rooms, high-def cable TV, high-speed Wi-Fi access, and live-in professional staff. Vulcan Village also includes a full kitchen and laundry room. The property has a 24/7 fitness center, convenient shuttle service, and an outdoor seasonal saltwater pool. Model rooms and tours are available. Stop in the University Housing Office or contact us by phone or email to learn more.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. Already posted it.
Welcome back. I'm Stephen Ruffing. This is After Hours. Alongside of me is Anthony D'Agostino and Daniel Beck, like we left off. And I'm going to pass the rock over to Anthony because what do you got? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring into this little powwow that we're having?
Well, all right. How many people here have watched The Office?
There's 3 people on camera
Half.
right now. I'm one.
I've watched like Danny half.
Yeah.
So
There's
you're
an
gonna go
episode of
half.
The Office.
And
where
there's one other cameraman, Mike.
he watched The Office.
He watched it. Mike, come here. Come on. Come on.
Mike,
Guy,
Mike,
come on.
Come on, Mike.
Cameraman,
Come on.
getting on the set.
Oh, the chair.
You can just stand
just-
behind us.
This is Mike. Mike, come down here. Get in the camera. Raise your hand. He watches The Office. Thanks, Mike.
Well, Steve, there was a scene in The Office where Michael Scott was delivering gift baskets to people, and the GPS told him to turn right. Well, he turned right and went straight into a lake
Yes, he did.
and blamed it on the GPS and technology.
Okay.
We have a similar story that happened in real life just a few weeks ago in Texas.
Texas.
Texas was hit. This one town in Texas was hit with a tornado
Okay.
and demolished lots of houses and whatnot. Some of the houses were
Blame the GPS.
no.
Okay.
Some of the houses were not demolished so severely that they could be saved with federal money like FEMA's relief aid, American Red Cross, whatever.
All right.
So this one family had a house that they were, that was able to be saved, was hit but was able to be saved, and they were planning on being back in their house by summer, looking great.
Okay.
Now, a house 1 block down the street was not able to be saved. It was supposed to get demolished, and the demolition crew plugged in the GPS and went to the wrong house and demolished the house that was supposed to be saved. The homeowners now have no house, and the demolition crew is blaming Google Maps for their problems.
Okay.
That's the story.
Danny,
Okay.
who would you blame in this situation?
In this situation, I believe that Google Maps is at fault.
How? But
Because
if you put in an address,
yes.
aren't you supposed to know the address before you put it?
Yeah.
Because there's no 2 identical addresses.
Okay. So say there was a tornado, and things get thrown around. So say a mailbox with identification numbers on it, or there's numbers. I don't know if you have numbers on your house that says like the street, what house number it is, and all that stuff. If you're in a foreign location, so these people, these demolition crew, I know that they can be brought in from different places all over the country. It's basically like a union. So these people can be brought in, not familiar with the area whatsoever. They plug in a GPS. They believe that is the right coordinates. I don't know if they use coordinates anymore necessarily.
See, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that they would use coordinates because it's a professional thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, usually you don't, like, if it's a governmental issue, you're not going to use addresses. You're going to use the specific coordinates to get to a specific location. So, I mean, if you slip up on one number, I mean, if you get one thing wrong, you could get the block over. That is easily done.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the person putting these coordinates in are at fault. So I really don't think that they're putting an address in on this one.
Now, that was never mentioned in the press release,
Right,
whether or not
exactly,
they were putting in
exactly.
addresses or coordinates. But I know for my house, where I live, if I were to put in my house address, it goes to the house on the other street. I live in a loop. So I live on the inside of the loop on the second street. The house that I would plug in is on the second street, or the first street actually, on the outside of the loop. And that's not my house. But that's where it says to go.
You got me confused on
It's
that one.
really bizarre.
No,
It's like something with the satellites is telling me that my house is in a different location than it really is.
Yeah, I think that the logical way that these people could have eliminated of like the whole confusion part of it would be to use coordinates. And like you said, there was no, in that press release, there was no identification of if they used coordinates or not. And I think that was a valid argument that you could have against this situation. But I don't know.
I just don't.
What the government's going to do even. Because
Yeah.
FEMA, you said that FEMA was aiding them in those efforts, and now that demolition, like what do they do now? Do they get taxpayer money to pay for that, or what? That's all up in the air.
It was never said. And they were planning on being back in their house by summertime.
Yeah.
And that's definitely not happening now.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we could go on about, like, who's at fault, like, who's to blame. You could play the blame game. You could point fingers, do whatever you want. That's not going to do anything. I mean, you got to think, like, what are these people going to do? I mean, they're supposed to, like you said, they're going to move in the summer. Are they going to, like,
Live
is
in
it
a
like,
hotel
what
or
does your
something.
insurance pay for? Like, what,
Yeah.
how are they going to live? Like,
Well, it goes back to the whole point of if you do something wrong, you take the brunt of it. You don't point fingers at somebody else and say, oh, it was their fault. They did it. If you made the mistake, say it was my fault, and then investigate why this happened. Own up to it.
well, yeah, I mean, it's a sad story, I guess. But, I mean, if you want to learn more, you go Google it or whatever, or don't trust Google, I don't know. But when we come back, we have a delicious game for you guys. So we'll be right here on After Hours.
First published in the 1880s, the California Times is the oldest student media at California University. Circulating 3,000 issues weekly on campus and in the surrounding community, the Times' mission is to deliver fair and balanced news to the student population of California University. All students are welcome to be a part of the California Times. Our offices are located in the Natali Student Union. Keep up to date with the Times online at www.caltimes.org, Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.
With CalU's 6 on-campus residence halls and Vulcan Village's garden-style apartment complex, University Housing offers the very best value in service, convenience, privacy, and security. On-campus students will have easy access to classrooms, the newly renovated Natali Student Center, and a variety of activities across campus. University Housing Properties includes all utilities. Other common amenities to all properties are fully furnished rooms, high-def cable TV, high-speed Wi-Fi access, and live-in professional staff. Vulcan Village also includes a full kitchen and laundry room. The property has a 24/7 fitness center, convenient shuttle service, and an outdoor seasonal saltwater pool. Model rooms and tours are available. Stop in the University Housing Office or contact us by phone or email to learn more.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Back to CTV After Hours. I'm Ryan Kaufman. I'm the director of the show and producer. I'm joined along here with Steve, and we're going to go ahead and explain how this game's going to work. These guys already hate me. They don't know what's in the bowls, but they hate me. They might have an idea. All right, so the way this is going to work is Steve's going to ask a question, and then they will all raise their hand if they have the answer to the question. If the person gets it correct, then they are immune from taking a bite of whatever's in their bowl, okay? For starters, 3 of the bowls are something bad. 1 of the bowls is something good. So it's kind of like a good, bad thing. Russian roulette, if you will. All right, if they get it wrong, they have to take a bite of whatever's in their bowl already. So it's like a punishment system, if you will. All right, so if no one answers within 10 seconds, they all have to take a bite of whatever's in that front bowl right there. That bowl will never change. All of the bowls up here will change after each question. Sarah and I will be changing those out through the game. Is there anything else? Did I forget anything?
I think that's it.
All right.
Let's get started.
I'm going to hand this off to Steve.
Go back to your cave, little one.
He's back from Fiji, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
It wasn't
he found
Fiji.
himself.
He's back.
Okay, so you guys ready to start?
No, can we stop?
Not really, but okay.
Okay, we're gonna start. All right, the first question is Star Wars: The Force Awakens was the highest-grossing film of 2015. It was the 3rd film all time to reach $2 billion. Taking place about 30 years after the Return of the Jedi, what organization has replaced the Empire as the main enemy of the Resistance? You guys can answer at any time you want. You have
Guys,
10 seconds.
I'll bite the bullet. NASA. I'll bite the bullet. I'm biting the bullet, guys.
Uh-oh, he's about to take a bite.
That looks like pudding.
No, this is not pudding. I smelled it. Do I think is it?
It's about whatever bite
Okay,
you want.
is this a joke? Are we the only 4 people
Dude,
in
this is
TV that have
mayo.
it?
This is.
Dude, you got it. Is it mayo? You can't tell us what it is when you take a bite of it.
Okay, I can't.
Once you're committed.
You're committed.
I know,
Just go down the hatch.
Do
Down the
Just
hatch.
do it.
Yummy.
Yeah, that's real
Ooh,
good.
that tasted good. All right. The 4th film. What?
Read the multiple choice as well.
Which one's that? They're all multiple choice. Oh yeah, that's true.
Steve! He is setting us up for failure.
Game over. Game over.
Take yours out
All right.
now.
Game over.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I know.
You're gonna die a
I made
slow,
a mistake.
painful death.
I made a mistake. All right.
Danny, I'm so sorry for what he's done.
It's not fun.
You gotta keep going until someone answers.
I
All right, read us the things.
Should have read these better, Ryan.
Yep.
Should get better instructions, Ryan.
Okay, here we go. The comedic film starring Adam Sandler and Chris Rock is about 5 former basketball teammates who are reunited upon the death of their basketball coach. Which movie is this? Hold on 1 second. Ryan, if someone gets it right, do the others have to take a bite of their stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
If the other gets it right,
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have to take a bite of it. Everyone else does. Okay. I'm going to read the answers first. Airball, grown-ups, hoops, 5 easy pieces.
He didn't finish answering the question.
Yeah, I mean, he raised his hand.
okay.
Yes?
Okay. With me?
Yeah. Mike, you raised your hand.
Oh,
What is it?
airball?
I'm sorry, Mike.
That's
That is
okay.
not the correct
Mike,
answer.
Mike, I appreciate you.
So we can move
Take a
on.
bite, Mike.
Oh, what?
Mike, don't smell it. Don't smell it.
Dude, it's clear.
I hate you.
Just take a bite, dude. It's that bad. Just do it. It's fine.
We don't need reactions from you, Mike.
Don't put it back in there.
That's what.
That's pudding.
All right.
Let someone else do that one.
All right, Brett. Do you know the answer?
I do.
All right, what is it?
Grown-ups.
Very good.
Now we all have
Daniel,
to take
Cheyenne, and Mike.
This is a new brother.
Just those two. Just those two.
Oh, okay, all
He's got
right.
his punch.
Wait.
No, you're
Hey.
good.
Hey, let's go.
Down the hatch. No reactions, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. This is a suspense movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio and directed by Martin Scorsese. DiCaprio plays the role of a U.S. Marshal investigating a psychiatric facility. Which film am I describing? Mystery Island, Boston Island, Shutter Island, or Shutter Island? Who was it? It was Brett? Was it Brett? All right, Brett.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island or Shutter Island?
Shutter Island.
I'm sorry, Brett, but you don't have to take a bite of your stuff. So everyone else does.
So that's
Did you replace theirs?
Did you replace this one? Theirs looks like a spoon out of it.
All right, down the hatch.
I'm so sorry.
All right, come on. Chop, chop. Mike,
Okay.
down the hatch. Come on, let's go. All right, are you guys ready for the next question? The Social Network is a movie about the founding of the internet networking website Facebook. Who is the founder of Facebook? Eduardo Saverin, Andrew Garfield, Jesse Eisenberg, or Mark Zuckerberg? I believe that was Danny.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Very, very good. All right, Cheyenne, Mike Mays, and Brett Dice have to take a bite of their very delicious items.
Why, thank you, Danny.
All right, 3, 2, 1, take a bite. Mmm, yummy. Cheyenne, how does that taste?
That's Miracle Whip.
What? I don't think that's Miracle Whip. That's not Miracle Whip.
There would be no product placement on the show.
I didn't eat, dude. No. I'm
You?
safe.
All right,
guys are
ready?
okay.
You guys ready for the next
I
one?
respect you guys
Ew,
more.
it's
All
in
right,
my hair.
this science fiction movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio is about a thief who is hired to implant an idea in an unconscious victim's mind in order to break up conglomeration. Which film is this?
No.
Inception, Mindbenders, Deception, Dreamcatcher. Put your hands down. All right, who knows the answer? Mike.
Inception.
You weren't done
Very,
saying it
very
yet.
good. Yeah, it was.
No.
Brett, please take a bite of your bowl.
No. Don't even cry.
No.
I'm honestly not even sure who's winning this game.
I know.
No one wins.
Brett's winning.
Brett's winning? All right.
If that's what you want to call it.
Oh
Good.
my
Down the
gosh.
hatch. 3, 2, 1. Spoonful.
Me.
All right, you guys ready for the next question? All right. What
Haven't taken a sip of water
2014 movie tells the story of a hero who is forsaken by his stepfather and sold into slavery because of a prohibited love? Captain America, The Winter Soldier, The Legend of Hercules, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, X-Men, Days of Future Past. Mr. Brett Dice.
Hercules?
You're right.
Please, please.
No. My balls are stuck together.
You want to switch?
Ryan, can you come get a close up on Mike's face?
No.
He's just Mike or Danny, big bite, a big boy bite, big boy bite, Danny. Mike, are you all right?
I'm good. I'm good.
Here, look, I'll take a bite. Let me get.
No.
Let me get it.
No.
My ball's closed.
What? All right. Oh, I dropped the questions. All right. Which of these recording artists was arrested and taken to jail after being kicked out of rehab for refusing to take a drug test in March of 2014? Chris Brown, Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, or Lil Wayne? Danny Beck.
Britney Spears.
I'm sorry, Danny,
I'm
that is
wrong.
not right.
I'm wrong. Oh my god.
Cheyenne White.
Is it Lil Wayne?
I'm sorry, it is not. Mike Mays.
Justin Bieber? No! Wait, was that an option?
Chris Brown.
Yes, you're right. All right, Mike.
I've gotten the most. I'm not even kidding you. Each time I feel like I'm gonna throw up more and more.
Okay.
All right, Danny, big boy bite.
Do your job. All right, do your job.
You want me to do the here comes the train little bit?
Yeah, do it.
Oh, come on.
Yummy. Was that good? All right. I hope you guys are Survivor fans because premiering on February 26, 2014, Survivor 28 Cagayan Brawn vs. Brains vs. Beauty features which former professional basketball player as one of the survivors? Clyde Drexler, Cliff Robinson, Kenny Anderson, or Stephen Ruffing? Mike Mays.
Clyde Jackson.
It was Clyde Drexler, but it was still not the right answer. What'd you got, Mike?
3 times in a row.
No, don't even cry. I had it 5 times in a row.
So we have 10 seconds to answer, or everyone has to take a bite.
No, he answered, I thought.
Yeah. Let someone else.
All right, anybody?
Can you read it again?
All right. Survivor 28
No,
Cagayan.
just the names.
All right, Clyde Drexler, Cliff Robinson, Kenny Anderson, or Vin Baker? Cheyenne?
Kenny Anderson?
I'm sorry, that's wrong. Danny Beck.
Wait. She said what 2 names?
I don't know.
She said Clyde Drexler and Kenny Anderson.
I don't know.
What are the remaining 2?
I don't know.
What are the other 2?
One of them's Steve.
Okay,
The one that's not.
I don't know the name.
Cliff Robinson or Vin Baker?
Vin Baker.
I'm sorry, Danny Beck, that is wrong.
I spit it out every time, so it's fine.
Brett Dice, what is the answer?
Robinson?
No, dude. Oh
You're
my
right.
God. Was it really?
Yeah. Cliff Robinson. That was the 4th answer.
You said Stephen Ruffing.
Brett, I want you to know that I hate you.
You said Stephen
Down
Ruffing.
the hatch, Danny.
You did say Stephen Ruffing the first time around.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Last question.
All right,
Good,
last
thank God.
question.
Thanks. Just get this out of here.
Oh.
The 2014 Billboard Music Awards will take place in May with the leading... Wow, these are really old questions, right? All right. What new TV show for 2014
Yes.
stars Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson? Gotham Central, True Detective, Helix, The Spoils of Babylon. Mike Mays.
True Detective.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer? Are you sure?
Yes.
He seemed pretty sure.
You're right.
All right.
First one.
Eat it and like it.
I want a nice big spoonful from you, Brett.
Why?
Because you've been getting like
Fill her up.
you've been getting
Yo,
the good
he's not
ones.
even-
All right,
around
Steve.
either.
Fill it up for me.
Are you sure?
Fill it up for me. I'll take one for all of you.
We've
For
had
all
to do
of
it
you.
every single
For
time.
all of you. No, this is
Look all
Bring
of
it.
them in
Bring
the
it in.
eyes when you do this. Just look at it. He's doing this for you.
Oh my.
How bad do you feel right now? Pretty bad.
You literally did not have to do that.
Yeah, but he did it for you guys. He did it for you.
Are you swallowing
this is
them right now?
commitment.
Okay.
Congratulations, Brett. Do you have any final words of what you want to say to the audience? Are you sure? At least say something. Come on. Who do you want to thank? Ew. Okay, well, that's all we have for today, this episode of After Hours. Thank you to all my great guests of eating something that we all cooked up for you guys. So.
Didn't. If this doesn't get like 100,000 views, I think I'll cry.
What happened to that one?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's not.
I'll take a bite of it.
Will you?
No.
No, actually, let's do this.
Steve!
Let's
you
do
have
this.
to.
Let's keep it here.
Oh, no.
Steve.
Here comes the airplane.
Here comes the
allergic to
train.
mayonnaise.
Here comes the train. Come
Wait,
on.
What plane sounds like that?
I said train. It was like going through the tunnel. Come on. One big spoonful. Big boy spoonful. Come on, Steve. Big boy spoonful.
All right.
Come on. Big boy spoonful. Let's go. Come on. You have it. No, you have it right here.
Dude, it's sliding down the spoon.
Come on.
But
Yeah.
bye.